everybody, it's me, Jada, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jada Ashley, and I am doing my third video of the month. So I pretty much haven't been able to really sit down and talk about things that I've wanted to talk about because I haven't figured out a schedule that I'm going to be recording videos, and I have my two babies with me 24/7, so it's been a little bit hectic, a little bit crazy, a little bit but I'm here. So today what I wanted to talk about is just reclaiming your passion, reclaiming yourself, and redefining what real happiness is. So I'm going to start off with just saying a little bit about myself, because I haven't done that in the other two videos that I uploaded. It hasn't really been an introductory video. It's been more so me with my children and kind of rushing. So now that I have a little bit of time and Sahila's sleeping, my daughter, and Jalen is playing over there in the dirt, I thought it would be a great time to talk about some things that matter and some things that would really inspire and encourage other women that are in the same position that I'm in. Because let's face it, life is hard and it doesn't get any easier the older you get. As a matter of fact, the older you get, the more difficult it seems that life is. And what I'm learning in my 30 years of life, I turned 30 years old a few months ago, so I'm now a part of the 30 crew. I'm in a new season in my life, and what I've been learning about life is that it's really all about your perspective. It's all about the way that you view yourself, the way that you view others, and the way that you view where you're going. With that being said, before I get into what I want to talk about, which is just completely unscripted, I'm pretty much just going to be sharing what's on my mind at this time and what's at the top of my head. But I feel like this is something that other women need to hear, really for anyone, but I'm just saying women in particular, especially because there's a certain burden that we carry as women that most men, I'm not going to say all men, but most men cannot relate to and don't have to experience certain things as parents, because the role of a mother is very different than the role of a father. Both are equally important. However, it seems as though through time and through propaganda and indoctrination and just people being lost in this world, that so many men are leaving their families and are abandoning their children and leaving mothers to be the provider, the protector, the encourager, the teacher, the mediator, the supporter, the financial the person who provides financial security, the person who cooks, cleans, organizes, provides. Like, women have been completely abandoned. And I'm not saying every woman, because every woman hasn't gone through this. And I'm not saying every man, because every man hasn't done this to every woman. But let's be real. There are more single mothers, single women struggling with children than there are men. And I believe the people, I'm not going to do statistics because I don't remember off the top of my head, and I don't want to say something that's inaccurate, but from what I've been studying and what I've been hearing, it's more women that are impoverished than men. And the reason why is because women are either left to raise children by themselves with 2-3 jobs, can't afford you know, to pay their bills, can't afford to pay the children's school bills. Most mothers don't just have children that are babies. They have children that are going to college. They have children that need their tuition paid for. They have children that need cars, that need car insurance, that need school books. If you've ever went to college, school books, they are not cheap. So there's like a whole slew of responsibilities that mothers have. Not even just, that's just with their children, but then with, you know, responsibilities and then their own lives. It's a lot. Jalen, what are you doing? Deja esto, papa. So it's just, it's a lot. It's really a lot. And Jalen, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Look, I got him all bundled up. Say hi, my love. Say, how are you? Did you poop? Poop? It smells like you pooped. No. You didn't? It smells like you did. So there's just a lot. So I know that I started this video talking a little bit about what I wanted to talk about today, but before I get into that, I just wanted to introduce myself formally. My name is Jada Ashley. I am 30 years old and I am a woman. I'm a queen. I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and so are you. So I just want to let you know that I am here from a place of empathy, sympathy, love, encouragement, and I'm really just here to share information, knowledge, truth, joy, and just understanding to those of you who need it. And I'm realizing that a lot of times we look for people on YouTube. I look for people on YouTube that inspire me, that encourage me, that gives me hope, that makes me feel excited about the next day, because sometimes I do feel down. But I'm realizing that I have so much light and love that I offer, that I share to everybody around me. It doesn't matter where I go. I'm always smiling. I'm always uplifting people. I'm always being friendly and kind, because you never know what people are going through and you never know what people may need. So I just feel like it's really, really important to show love and to be understanding. So anyway, for those of you that don't know, which pretty much all of you guys don't know because you don't know me yet, which you're gonna get to know me. I am a newly single mother. I was married for a short period of time, but I was in a relationship for about almost 5 years with someone who was very toxic and abusive. And I have been through more than I can share in my lifetime with this one individual. But I am getting separated. I'm getting a divorce. That's uncharted territory, but it's something that I have to deal with. This is my reality. And I was left with my 2 children, my son Jalen and my daughter Tahila. I was left with them penniless. So pretty much my whole world has just been turned upside down. And yes, my love. You want to get down? Be careful. My world has been turned upside down, and there's just been so much that's transpired between the time that he left us and now. It's gonna be 2 months. It's actually 2 months since I've been discarded by my husband and left like we meant nothing. And I'm doing this video not because I want like people to feel bad for me, because I don't want people to feel bad for me. I just want to show that, you know, I am relatable and I am going through my own things, but I just feel like it's important to encourage and uplift other people that are going through similar situations or that have just been through abandonment, loneliness, sadness, depression, whatever it is that you've been experiencing. You're not alone. There are people that support you and that can sympathize with what you're going through. So going back to why I started this video today, I want to talk about reclaiming your identity, reclaiming your passion. And the reason why I say reclaiming your passion is because a lot of times when we are in an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, an unhealthy relationship, be careful, Jalen, we pretty much divorce ourselves. We forget about our passions, our dreams, our hopes, our aspirations, our goals. Everything in life that we have wanted for ourselves goes out the window once we find that person, right? And you're like, what made this person so, how do we make this person a deity to the point to where they are at the center of our universe and they mean everything to us, and we have no value, we have no worth in their eyes. We're just slaves that are just continually trying our best in everything that we do to make them happy, to get approval from them, to make them want us, desire us, need us, love us, you know, see that we're genuine, see that we're real, right? We do all these things, and there's a family coming, so if you guys hear like more noise, I'm at a park, so there's nothing I can do. But going back to what I was saying, there are these relationships, right, that we get into and we forget all about ourselves. We are non-existent. And so when I say reclaiming your passion and your identity, I mean finding out what makes you happy, who you really are. Jalen, no throwing rocks. No throwing rocks, Jalen. Jalen, what did I say? Put it down. Come here, come here, come here. Come to mommy. In the video, this is what's gonna happen because I'm a mom. Come here, baby. Jalen, what did I say? Okay, you're gonna go sit down now. No more playing because you're not listening. I told you I don't want you throwing rocks. I think he's gonna be a baseball player because he loves to throw everything. It's amazing. So anyway, come here, Jalen. So when you're by yourself and you've been discarded, excuse me. Jalen, come here. Yes. Jalen, you have to stay next to mommy, okay? He wants to play with the other kids, but he's supposed to be quarantined. Give me 1 second. Jalen. Did you poop? I gotta change your diaper, okay? Come here. Come here. Come here, Jalen. Come here, Jalen. Alright, he pooped. I'm gonna change his diaper and I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. I had to change Jalen's diaper. He pooped and I couldn't leave him like that. Alright, so back to what I was saying. Jalen, back to what I was saying before. That was interesting. I had to, long story. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I need to take a breath. 1 second. Okay. My neck hurts so bad over here, you guys. I've been sleeping so crazy lately. Like, these kids, like, I have to breastfeed Tahila on this side. I stopped breastfeeding Jalen a few months ago, but sometimes I do when he's, like, if he's sick. But I have him laying this side. My head is kind of like this. I'm laying like that. It's uncomfortable. So I've had this kink in my neck for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and I'm trying to figure out. Like, I keep turning around to check on him because I can't see him in my view with the phone like this. But anyway, back to what I was saying. As women, we lose sight of what's important in our lives because when we find a man, and let me put emphasis on this, when we find the wrong man, we change our entire lives, and we move ourselves from here to like below here at the bottom, and we prioritize them over ourselves, and we forget about us. We forget about taking care of ourselves. We forget about our needs, our wants, our dreams, our goals. We forget all those things, and we put that person up here. And that's why I say that sometimes these people are looked at as some type of a deity, and nobody is above God. God comes first in everything, and there is no other God but God, and that's just my belief. So when you find a person that you put above God, you're basically misplacing your priorities. You're putting your priorities in people, which people are always going to fail you. You know, you may have people that hurt you intentionally, and then there are people that hurt you unintentionally, and people are going to hurt you regardless. It's just about knowing whether it's intentional or unintentional, and if it keeps reoccurring. If somebody keeps hurting you and saying I'm sorry and hurting you, they don't really love you. They're not being genuine, and their only intention is to break you down and hurt you. If somebody hurts you unintentionally and they apologize and they show, empathy, and they show remorse, and they become better and they change their ways, then that's someone who's being more genuine. So when you're with these people that are toxic and you allow them to suck up your time, suck up your energy, your life, you're arguing with them 24/7 from arguments that they caused, and you're just creating this whole ball of confusion, because it's really you that's creating it. As hard as it is to, suck it up and, take that fact, it's really you that's creating it, because you're allowing it in your life. And sometimes we're with people that make us feel like there is no choice, there is no decision, like you really have no say in what you're doing, but you really do have a say, you know what I mean? And you don't realize you have a say because you have been manipulated and confused and kind of tricked into believing that you don't, or you've been coerced into making decisions that really are not suitable for you and that don't have any preferred future for you, but you're making it because you think that it, will bring you happiness. So what I was saying was just realize that when you do get discarded, or even if you're not discarded and you walk away from this toxic relationship, there's always going to be a period of mourning, and that's honestly what I'm going through right now. It's just I'm mourning in a different way. I do understand that everything in life is seasonal, and I do understand that what's happening to me it can't last, and I understand that you want a snack? Give it to mommy. Wait, your hands are dirty. Alright, go ahead, eat it. When you understand that everything in life is seasonal and you have something to live for, it makes it better to be able to handle things. And I just want to say, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you've experienced, no matter what mistakes you've made or how far you've gone, you always, as long as you're living and breathing, you have something to live for. Even if you don't have children, even if you feel like you have no education, you have no, you want yogurt? You have no home. Like, literally, I'm homeless right now. I have to leave my home for safety reasons. And so I'm literally in a shelter right now with my 2 children. I just redecorated my home. I was going to do a home tour. I got some nice things to make our home cozy, and I lit some candles, and here, baby, need help? I did so much to try and make our home comfortable and to make it look different so that I'm not stuck with these memories and sad. And I had to leave our home. So now I'm in a shelter with my 2 children, and I've been there for 4 days now, and today is the first day that we've been able to go outside. And it's been so trying. I'm telling you, it's been so trying. It's been so traumatic, and there's just no words that I have. It's just difficult. But I know that there is a future for me that is greater than the back of me. In the past, I'm not going back to the past. I'm not turning around. I'm not going back to the past for anybody. And I just want you to know that you need to reclaim your passion. You need to find that thing that made you happy before this person or those people or those relationships, because usually there's multiple. These things happen years in the making, so it's not just one relationship, right? It's not just one person that steals your joy. It usually becomes a pattern. It's like a pattern of relationships. Here, Jen. It's like a pattern of relationships, a pattern of negativity, a pattern of people that steal your joy, right? So you have to find what you love. So I'm learning myself in a completely different way. I'm learning myself as Jada Ashley, as an independent, vibrant, fun-loving, free-spirited, artistic, comedic. I'm rediscovering who I am. And I'm rediscovering who I am because I'm allowing myself to grieve. I'm allowing myself to mourn the loss of my marriage, but then I'm also allowing myself to be liberated and free and discover things about myself that I was never really able to because I was trapped. So I'm keeping a journal, and I would advise that...
Are you okay?
Here, baby. Here. I'm keeping a journal, and I would advise that if you're on this journey of healing, you should keep a journal too. This way you can pretty much track your progress, you can record your memories, and you can educate yourself in the past, because I've found that journals that I've written regarding the situations that I've been in, if I would have just took my notebook and read back, I would have seen how much I could have learned and avoided from what I wrote with my own words, but I didn't. You know what I mean? So you have to remember. Hi.
Oh, and the Halloween chicken feet. And then right here.
Yeah. Okay. So, what was I saying? I think there's no more, baby. Keeping a journal is definitely good. If you don't like to write, you can do voice notes on your phone, which is really good. That is also a way that you can keep track of your progress, and you can just label them and date them. Or you can use your voice memo if you don't like to write with a pen, or your notepad if you have like a notepad in your phone. or you can write on your computer. Whatever way, I would encourage you to write. It's very therapeutic, it's very good for you, and it's very liberating, because if you ever do find that you're not understood and people can't really understand you, or they don't quite, there's no more, papi, no más, no más,
No.
no más, all done, no más. Go get your snack over here. You want your snack? There's a lady that is smoking cigarettes in front of the playground. Like, she's not in front of it, but she's near it. Like, she stepped out of it, but it's kind of like, really? Here. Come sit down. There's no more. Here, come sit down. I'm just wiping his hands so I can give him a snack, you guys. So just give me a minute. Here. Taylor's awake. I didn't even know that. You want to see her? Look at her. Look. She's awake. Hi, Taylor. She's awake. She's just sitting there quiet. I just decided to pull up the blanket, because I have a blanket over here, and she's awake. She can't eat the snack, Valen. I've got her bundled up pretty good. I have 2 blankets on her, and she's got her jacket and a hood. I'd rather my kids be too warm than not warm enough. Jalen, that's dirty. Okay, you can't eat that. It's dirty. Don't put it on top of it. It's dirty. Eat it just from the bag. Eat. Good boy. No, it's dirty. Don't put it on there. No. Eat. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. This video is going a little bit longer than I intended, so I'm going to wrap it up in a minute. But I'm starting to get a little hot because the sun is shining pretty good. Okay, so back to what I was saying. You have to learn to rediscover yourself, who you are. So what I would do during this time is, if someone is toxic in your life, whether they discarded you or not, try to remove them, eliminate them, and just focus on becoming a better version of yourself. And how you can do that is, well, I am a believer, so I read my Bible, I pray, I talk to God a lot, because the Bible says He's a friend that... Jalen, that's not yours, baby. Hi. That's not yours. Jesus is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. And so I talk to God about everything. If you don't believe in God, I mean, the Bible says apart from God, you can do nothing. But if you don't believe in God, I would encourage you, if you've tried everything, if you have done everything and it doesn't work, then just try turning to God. I mean, there's nothing negative about it. It's really just, He loves us so much, and He values us so much, and in a world where people devalue you and put you down and call you names and treat you bad, doesn't it feel good to know that there is someone that is a creator of everything, that looks at us and sees the value in us? I'm getting so hot right now. I don't know why. But I'm not trying to preach to you guys, because that's not what I do. I just encourage. But I would encourage you to pick yourself up. Do what makes you happy. Look into people that you can listen to. Hopefully I'm one of them that can inspire you and make you smile and make you feel good and remind you of why you're really here. And it's all by the grace of God that we're here, and you have a great purpose for your life, and there's so much that you're gonna do that's positive, that's encouraging. You've got to stand up and believe it and hold your head held high. You are a queen. You are a king. If men are watching, you're a king. Be that change that you want to see in the world. Just because your heart has been broken, it doesn't mean you have to break other people's hearts. Just because you've been discarded, it doesn't mean you have to discard. You know, find yourself for however long that process takes. Don't jump into another relationship. That's not going to fix anything. That's not going to change anything. That's not going to make anything better. It's just going to make it worse. It's going to mask the pain. It's going to sweep the dirt under the rug. We don't want to do that. We want to grow, right? We want to heal. And the way to do that is to just immerse yourself in that pain. Be real. Say, this sucks. I hate it. But I'm free. But I'm happy. Jalen, if you're eating your snack, you can't. The bag is ripping. Give it to mommy. Hold on. Mommy duty again. Hold on. Hey, you're gonna rip the bag. Are you all done? No. You have to stay over here with mommy. You have to stay with mommy. You wanna go back in the stroller? You wanna go back in the stroller? You wanna go back in here? You wanna go back in here? You wanna sit down? So go turn over here, okay? You want more? You want more? You don't have to sit, Jalen. You want your baba?